Welcome, welcome, welcome. Better late than never. So, I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. That is the lyrics, part of the lyrics. I believe it's the White Stripes. I'm trying to be neutral, but do my job at the same time. You know what I mean? And it's funny, like trying to separate, if you will, what needs to be separated. But hey, each his own. I'm just waiting on things to catch up. The internet has been crazy. Lots of issues across all sorts of providers and systems. But that's Mercury, it's Gemini season. And so, you know, it'll balance out. Yeah. Full moon and Sag. It's bringing in some beautiful opportunities. We work for the betterment, is what I'm getting. I'm getting miracles, breakthroughs in the work arena. There we go. Just a little patience. All right, Holy Spirit. Archangel Michael, Raphael, Uriel, Metatron. Everybody on deck, everybody on duty. Thank you, thank you. Ancestors, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oof. Seeing that for those of you where you've been like waiting on the pressure valve to be released, you should start to feel it. Okay. Welcome to I Spy with my shamanic eye, Gabrielle here. Yeah, man. Oh, they like open your hands. Open your hands. Because it's like for those who are traveling the path of soul's mission, right? You just doing your little thing, your little spiritual thing, moving along, singing your song, reading your map, staying in your lane. You know what I mean? And everybody else is fighting for something other than what they should be focused on. And I'm not judging, I'm just giving the messages once again. But for those who have been continuously, consistently, head down in the spiritual books, spiritual streets, if you will, there's some amazing rewards coming for you, Soul Tribe. Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Ooh. It's amazing, right? Because I these old chestnuts. Let's just say you have come to the end of a very long-term spiritual contract, okay? This is what you've been working towards. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, okay? You've been like, okay. You got the Moon, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Four of Wands, Star, Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, Emperor, Seven of Pentacles. Right. So we're just going to say thank you for the accelerated motion of those who were cultivated to come together, to work in whatever capacity, whether for you or against you. I'm seeing both directions, but at the same time, it was all for a beautiful purpose. The seeds that needed to be sown are maturing within. You are ascending. You are in alignment with your path, with your purpose, you know, whatever's in your destiny. You're right there. Like, truly. Yeah. The energy is that of enough. Okay. Page of Swords, Eight of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. There's that I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. You've been doing the Chiron work. You've been healing on a soul level, right? You know, really just gathering it all together, just fighting the good fight. So here we are. Hierophant, Page of Cups, renewal energy, new beginnings, opportunities. You know, I feel as though there was an unfulfilled contract in a previous timeline, right? You were, we'll just say, struck down, attacked, before you were able to make any real direction towards that um, leadership role. Okay. But now you've been able to balance out the residual energy, harmonize your karma. You know what I mean? Pay the penance thereof. So now you've reached a threshold, a point of no return with the Seven of Wands. So it's really nice. The energy should be feeling very light. Some of it is again an accompaniment with the full moon and Sag. I follow Vedic more than I do Western at this point, so I might say things interchangeably. So forgive me if it is confusing. Every so often I do need to specify that how, but again, they're all relevant. One is just much more mathematical, and the other one is much more geolocation based. Okay, um, yeah. So these attacks have to stop. Yeah. So from a period of, I'm just going to say inequality, you know, to a period of prosperity, of like, and it's long. It's not, yeah. You've um you've manifested yourselves into this timeline by pursuing your life's purpose, whatever that might be to you. You know, I come across all sorts of content creators that have been using their God given talents and abilities for the betterment of mankind. And I see their spiritual gifts, even if they don't label them as such, they have all the same sort of bells and whistles of those who use labels, if you will. Like, we be seeing Spirit's been watching and overseeing all of these things, these battles along your journey, how you've been maintaining. And you really have done it, like, for the most part, alone. Nine of Pentacles energy to the Six of Wands. Okay, again, you have reached a point of no return. You have successfully overcome these spiritual battles. You are about to be openly acknowledged and rewarded, Ten of Pentacles, by the divine. This is a very open, like, the work you do, you're being elevated, and there feels very much like a spotlight being shown upon you, shined upon you, however you would like to say it, by the divine themselves. Six of Swords, and there is justice, and there is judgment. See what I mean? The way in which you have navigated the consistent plots and plans and endless torment by would-be attackers who really couldn't hold a candle, right? It's all about what they see and not really about what they know that is possible within you. But it's like there's an expectation of knowing that this comes along with it. And so this energy of waiting to see how you're going to react, if you're going to react, you show great poise, great courage, great compassion and empathy along not just your own healing journey. I feel like the grace and mercy extended to people as they awake from a spiritual slumber. Judgment, justice, Six of Swords is up here, okay? Stay with me. And then there's the Four of Swords, okay? With the King of Cups, okay? Yeah, this, again, it's amazing because it's about diligence and stick-to-itiveness and love above all things and seeing the big picture and the connectedness of, just the shit we bring with us, 12th house Piscean energy, right? It's pretty cool. Very big picture thinking. Yeah, man. Yeah. Exposing your own shortcomings, healing in it feels very public, showing the way. There's a huge acknowledgement coming. I feel like it's apparent that the energy that courses through you, the gifts and talents imbued in you, it comes from the divine. I feel like it's obvious. I keep seeing the sun will not cut through. Like, I'm seeing temperance a lot as I cut through. Strength. See what I mean? Like, there's been a lot of energy of suppression and repression from outside sources, but that is all coming to an end. Exactly. Look, because they're afraid, because of this, you apply too much pressure. You're shifting realities and priorities within people, and you're doing it with love and kindness by simply helping people to invoke the sense of healing and nurturing, facing their fears, learning that cooperation is a possibility, that what you put out, it's just simple things, but it resonates with the souls. It's causing mass awakenings and shifts. Look, another pentacle. Another ace. It's Ace of Pentacles. Again, you're the real McCoy with the light worker card, Ace of Pentacles combination. It's dope. It's really dope. Very high vibrational spiritual being. That's who you are. It's who I'm talking to. Look, they've never, like, lots of people again use titles, but there is proof. Like, you were living proof of the ascension of a star seed that has gone through the awakening process, that has died to flesh, who has tamed their ego. Like, you're not perfect, but people may perceive you as such, hence that Nine of Pentacles energy. It is work, it is inner work that never ceases. They're seeing things clearer now with the Queen of Swords. The clarity, the insight, the wisdom. Ooh, you cause deaths and rebirths with words. It is intense. Okay? Spirit pumping people up. Look, you really are about to receive a lot of recognition. You're well overdue. And it's so interesting because I'm seeing that other people in your field, I feel like I'm talking to fellow readers and spiritualists, have come along. They've tried to take your work, and you know what I mean? But the game is longevity. It's okay. Even Jesus had a Judas, right? way the cookie crumbles. And so for my my soul tribe, right, who really just been focusing on that soul mission. Mm, mm, mm. It's amazing. Your words cut deep. They resonate. They stick to the soul. I rebuke the people and the energy that are in the periphery who may come across this reading, who are doing nothing more than spying on someone's new opportunities in an attempt to, again, bring conflict to them over it. It's terrible energy. Right. So I just rebuke it. Okay. Holy Spirit, what else do you have to collect? 7 of Wands, stand your ground. Wow. There could be a soulmate who you may not want any parts of. Like, you might have blocked this person already. I feel like this person's life is like spinning because you're not giving and receiving with them anymore. Their luck has come to an end. It's been stifled. And this is why. Because they were toxic to you. You don't want to show this person any attention. And I mean that. And you're being instructed to maintain your defensive posture towards this individual, by the way. Yeah. I told you they're going through it. That's what I was feeling. All right. The wheel was spinning. This person's life was in free fall. And I feel like it's a direct reflection of how they interacted with you. The Eight of Cups is on the bottom of the deck here. You, you offered them like beautiful love, like the divine gave them a beautiful soulmate, and this person bought some emotional baggage and tried to dump it all. And look, told you, it's the energy, it's the attention. But their life has been in suspense ever since. You was like, nah, I'm good on you. Let me not get ahead of myself, but I feel it already. Yeah, look. Four of Wands. Do not let this person in your home. Do not re-enter into any spiritual contracts with this person. Yeah. Be gone. I feel like for some of you, you have relocated. You have changed location since the last time you knew this person. This could be upwards of 5 years ago. Got parted ways. Yeah. And your life has been substantially better, I will say. Ooh. That's a whole lot. You already peeped this, though. This person thought they got away with something. Coming towards you with some trickery, devilish, low vibrational energy. They could have even stolen something from you. They could have stolen sacred love energy from you. I'm not even talking about sex. I'm looking at this Leo energy. The heart chakra has been highly in the atmosphere. And so it makes me feel like there was a heart chakra offense. Somebody took advantage or attempted to take advantage of your beautiful, beautiful nature. Yeah, this person, I'm even getting false hope here. They know what they did, and they know why they're receiving karma. Like, seriously. High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's about some money. Ten of Pentacles is right there. Or this person could have been trying real hard to get at your money. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody who they really weren't interested in investing in any real connection. Look how the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands is sandwiching the King of Swords. Right, this person is opportunistic. Yeah, look, they took your energy and they were able to create something with it. That's a spiritual violation. Okay, so we know what they paying for. They want you to make it stop. But this is beyond you. This is, again, look at this. Wheel of Fortune, Devil, Star, Justice. It's out of your hands. Again, this is a violation of universal law. Yeah, yeah. This person was foolish, and they know. The universe is teaching them a very spiritual lesson, one of faith and endurance. And this person right now, they are literally fighting the Holy Spirit. That's who beating their ass. That's why I'm telling you, do not restart this shit. Don't be a fool. Okay? This is somebody who is attractive to you or used to be attractive to you. I'm gonna put it that way. But I just saw the Dark Practitioner card, High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands. So be mindful. You know, this could be somebody that could try to come towards you, you know, wearing some of that Cupid pheromone bullshit, but you know, from the Hooju lady, careful. The divine is not letting that happen. This person, I feel like they did a number on you. Because I'm looking at this tower, like, and there's two people, right? Like, this person really tried to leave you in a lurch. Tower, Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Right. Wow. I feel like that was their intention too, unbeknownst to you. Okay, Holy Spirit, I see all this. This person's going through it. So why do we need? You just want us to know. They like, no, we want you to know what we're doing on your behalf. Sun, Ace of Wands. Okay, look, and this person might attempt to reach out to you with that Eight of Wands. They might even attempt some sort of energetic uh communication, if you will. Like, you might get this person popping up in your mind. That's a telltale sign of their efforts. Okay. Um, but you're up your spiritual protection. Yeah. They're trying to penetrate it with the tower energy. So, you know, build it bigger, better, faster. All right, what's the tea with this? Hold on. Inside scoop. We know they spying. They really want you to give them some attention. They want, yeah, they want to get back in your bed and all of that. Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that. Nothing good will come of it. I promise you. Not even. They need your energy. They want to put their magic stick into the source. That's what you need to know. Seriously, look, inside scoop, chemistry, romantic fix, and then they're gonna move on once again, and you this boss B energy, Nine of Pentacles, right? And you gonna be sitting there in the same energy, right? Right. And they gonna be unbothered, running away, doing partying with your energy, this fucking spiritual hater who's a grudge holder. Okay? Let them get their ego busted by God, okay? Just let it happen. Let it happen. This is bad karma. Let them get their bad karma, okay? If they are X, they are X for a reason. Let's be cliche. They get X for a reason. They don't love you. They don't care about you. This is the same creepy motherfucker. Yup. You know, everything you ever thought about this person is right. They're gonna try to come towards you, you know, try to butter you up, talk about I missed you. No, they gotta sit where they at. Okay? They really gotta sit where they at. They in timeout. Right. Mm-hmm. They've been running from this ego death for so long, it's not even funny. They gotta let it happen. You gotta let it happen. Leave this person. They definitely feel like they're gonna try to get through your defenses. Trespassers will be what? Hmm? Trespassers will be what? You better put them on notice. If you ain't got an invitation, I tell you, you better not come around here. Yeah, I'm not. You won't like the results. Trespassers will be what? Just letting you know. Just letting you know. I don't think you want to do it. And you're uninvited. Right, we rebuke all energy vampires, all spiritual parasites. Look, there's strength. That shit don't work on us. Look, they want that good energy. Look, that's all that is. They won't try you again. And you like, well, I just saw the chariot. It don't matter. Ooh, all right. Let's pick these up. Let this person be a soldier and fight this fight against the divine, because that's what they doing. That's exactly what it is. And bask in your soul glow with that sun energy. Say, I rebuke you, devil, because that's what this person is to you. I'm telling you. I don't know if it's your worst relationship, but I feel like it's your biggest letdown. Yep. That's the best way of describing that particular. Yeah, see. Yeah, that's exactly it. High priestess. Yeah. It's your biggest letdown. Somebody trying to get pregnant. There's a female who is actively trying to get pregnant, and I feel like now, from what I saw, this would be the right time for you and your person. There is a spirit baby that is ready, meaning you're ready. You've done the work, and you're ready. Oh, that's so cool. Look, see, you did the work. Wheel of Fortune, Empress energy. Yeah, Ace of Cups. The divine is going to bless you with a baby. Yay! In the next 3 months, you're going to be, yeah, look. 3 of Cups, Ace of Wands. Yeah, in the next 3 months, you're going to have a reason to celebrate. Yes, you will. I know. I see that 4 of Cups. You done gave up on the matter. But that's usually right when it happened, love. When all the energy and worry and stress, you just like, fuck it. And you have fun, and you and your person love each other. Children should be conceived in the highest vibration. You're ready. Yeah. You wasn't ready before. I just saw the devil. You was too toxic, too much healing, too egoic, too unhealed, too much shadow. But now you're right. Now it's right. I know whoever, listen, and I know you single right now, but we're not even gonna talk about that. It ain't. I don't doubt my father. I don't think you should either. Okay, that's what he said. That's what he said. All right. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, you got a lot of childhood wounds to heal. It's a part of your soul contract. It has to happen. Just telling you. Could be by Leo season. I know that's closer, but it could happen. You could meet this person during Leo season around 8/19. That's tail end, like the end of Leo season, right? Around that time, yeah. Wow. Life gonna be real different real soon. The energy of the full moon in Sag, big time. I feel like it burst through a lot of the blockages, like the last little hindrances, things like that. You should really luck and fortune moving in your favor. I claim it. I fucking claim it. I don't know about you. I claim it. Shit. I believe in miracles. Yeah. I feel like by the time you go to your next doctor's appointment, they're gonna be like, yeah, you gonna be like, what? You like, oh, that fucking reader, she told. Yep, yep. I know, I saw it. I just, that's cute. You welcome. Love you. Anyway, what else does Divine Collective need to know? Six of Wands. See, look. Y'all. And your reputation precedes you. Six of Wands. Knight of, King of Swords. Listen, Gemini, listen. You messing with me. You know what? Again, right now I have zero problems flaring it up. This is the problem with this particular transit right now. It's more, it's attempting to bring out more shadow aspects. And I don't like it. I don't like it because I'm like, I'm over it. You know, been doing a lot of chakra meditations and things like that, and attunements and alignments, and you know, because it's like it's weird, I don't like it, and so now that everything's like back where it needs to be energetically speaking, I can still like, it's still Gemini, you know what I mean? It's the energy. I guess because I really do my best to operate in kindness and grace and truth always. But, you know, so that could be a little direct, but, you know. And so now my shadow wants to come out verbally, and I'm like, stop it. Stop it. Because I don't have any trouble finding my words, but I'm trying not to use such strong language, you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, it's just a little much even for me. Like, But anyway, your reputation precedes you. Exactly. That's the right thing to do. Like, right. Just, All right. What else, Holy Spirit? I don't know why that was a necessary sidebar, but it was. You don't know this person. They are a complete mystery to you, but they are observing you. They're watching. This person, they themselves could be well known in the public eye, but I feel like it's a mutual thing. Like, I feel like you're more underground, like cult. No. Subculture. One of you is like subculture famous, and the other is like recognizable. People know who they are, like on site. I know you on site. Mm. And then you over here, like the ace. See, Yo, that is awesome. I love when it's that concise. Though that's Word is bond. Like, word is bond. Ah, I love it. Yeah, look. They a fan. Oh, how you doing, boo? Mwah, mwah, mwah. How you doing? I appreciate it. Oh, that's cool. But they quiet as it's kept. You would never know. But they definitely watch. This person watches a lot of like, I don't want to say a lot, but they got their favorites. Handful, maybe 7 different topics, different types of talented individuals. But they definitely they a fan. They like your work. They like your gifts. They like your skill set. Yeah, yeah. They like. They would really love to have a conversation. I'm seeing 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords is what I just saw. But yeah, they're a fan. For at least the last 6 months, they've been watching at least. Wow, that's a lot of viewership. Like in the last 6 months, this person's watched at least the last 3 years of your content. I get that though, because if I like a channel, I'm a binge watch it. I'm gonna go through and like see what's going on. They gathering information though. Don't get it. Don't get it twisted. They think they slick, but they gathering information. Mm-hmm. Okay. What else? They got a plan. They got a strategy. Let's see what it is. Ooh. I told you they want to talk to you. Yo, I meant that shit. Like they like, nah, they patient. They patient. But they really are enamored. It would blow your fucking mind if you knew who it was. Interesting. I'm getting this person could be an Aquarius and a rapper. Huh. Alright. Business. Anyway, but they really want to talk to you. They want a little insight, a little strategy, a little direction, potentially, and how they're moving forward or something like that. Investments, things like that. But they definitely want to chat. Yeah. I feel like this person could be negotiating a lot of things right now, and they would like some insight on what they should do, how they should move. Again, this is strategy. This person, they really value your mind. This is, and they know you would tell them the truth, and that's a big deal. Like straight, no chaser. They're patient. I don't know if a contact was supposed to have been attempted prior because I'm getting this energy of frustration and aggravation from this 5 of Swords energy. Like, it almost makes me feel like it was delegated and somebody lied. Yeah, somebody was supposed to communicate over 2 years ago. What? I don't understand that timeline. I don't because I'm. Okay, so they could, all right, I don't want to get that deep. But either way, they were supposed to communicate and they were really expecting a response. But somebody lied and they thought they were doing the right thing. Whoever this person is, it could be a female energy. Um, I feel like this person had to go and see for themselves. Yeah, almost like, oh, this is interesting because this person, they're very recognizable. I feel like they're used to getting responses and things like that when they communicate with people, and this almost turned sour before it even began because of meddlance. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, see what I mean? Meddlance. There's someone, or there was someone around. It feels like a masculine who little in their shadow. I'm gonna try to keep it nice. And this person saw the motion in your direction as non-beneficial to them, to a degree that I don't. This person thought you would be added on to their plate of responsibility in some way by bridging this. But I feel like more than anything, they kept making excuses, excuses, excuses for why. Did you follow up? Just lip service. And I really feel like this person who was tasked with communicating or reaching out to you in some capacity, like it's a control thing, but they work for this individual. It's weird, but it is control. Yeah, this person didn't want to lose any sort of. They didn't want to share. It's weird because I'm getting thruple vibes, but not in a sexual way. And it makes me feel like the person tasked with reaching out to you felt like this person had enough support around them to keep them moving in the right direction. I feel like whoever was tasked was quite confused by you, collective. That ain't their business. Do your fucking jobs. Yeah, so when they were tasked to communicate, they was like, no, I refuse. Now this person doesn't have a job anymore. Eight of Swords to the Hierophant. That action, trying to maintain control and domination in that arena, not following through with what you were instructed to do. Now your ass is up shit's creek without a paddle. Now you're heartbroken. Like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? That was your job, and you failed to do your job. Okay. Now juggling priorities and again, this is somebody who wanted to be the end all be all. Right. This could be like a secretary or a personal assistant, someone whose job it was to handle the communications in all departments. This person knew that their higher up, their boss, that, oh man, it's deeper, But I feel like this is somebody who has transposed their emotions onto their higher up. Some sort of fantasies, like they were in love with their boss. And so, yeah, didn't want to bring you an opportunity. And this is a lot of conversation. I don't know what was said behind the scenes. Yeah, but this person was doing everything they can to maintain the upper hand, especially for the last 6 months. Now they're reaping, the results of their actions. Now they really don't have a job anymore. Let me check, make sure. Okay, that's gone. Okay. I almost feel the energy of like waiting for things to calm down because there's tension right now. And this person, I almost feel like they want to make a good impression on you. So there's a level of strategy being um, applied. Right. I feel like their goal is to reach out to you during Gemini season before it wraps. So let's see. Cancerians, it starts on the 20th. So what, Juneteenth? That's what, a week away? So within the next week. For some, you could even like July 6th. Again, if you follow Vedic, then you know Gemini season continues and into like the first 10 days into Cancerian season. And so there is a window. Yeah. Wow. Okay. What else do we need to know about this? Uh, the Knight of Wands just jumped out in the block position. And so I don't feel like this is romantic. I really don't. But I also don't feel like this conversation will be rushed or hurried in any capacity. Like this makes me feel like this person is like, we need to talk. I need your advice. Truly. More than anything in the world, I feel like this person wants to know some shit. Nine of Cups, Page of Swords. Right. Ooh. That's okay. I gotta let's move on to another spread. Oh, yeah. Saw the say no more card. Okay, no problem. All right, Holy Spirit, what other messages do you have for the Divine Collective this evening? Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so funny. I wonder when it's going to shift. Like, I'm really feeling these cards that I made. It's just interesting. I don't know if it's because the energy was just that much more intentional. Like, I've made quite a few decks, and they're pretty random at times. Like, it makes sense. But, yeah. I'm like, oh, this was not random by any measure. Even the other ones aren't random, but there's no like traditional correlations to the cards, is what I should say. Feels so good. Proper energy. Wow. Somebody money problems is over. Like if you were struggling, not no more. I feel like you about to get overwhelming money. Ten of Pentacles to the Ten of Wands. Ciao. Look. Look. So saith the Lord. Ace of Wands. Wow. But I'm also getting on the other hand, right? You had a whole bunch of people ganging up on little old you. Yeah, they was. Look, they didn't like it. They ain't like it. They ain't think you was gonna be able to alchemize the bullshit and transmute it that they sent towards you, this dark ass energy. Cause you called judgment on their antics. Yup, sure fucking did. We'll continue to do such. Cause right is right and wrong is wrong, and that's just what it is. Look, they was trying to hurt you, child. Look, some shit that you said in passing. Why people always feel so targeted? You hurt my feelings. You expose my hurt, my trigger. When. That's all that shit sound like. Wow. They really. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, man. They thought they was sneaky too. Somebody offered something to do this to you. Now they regretting it. Yeah, I mean, for some of you, your mother could have offered someone, let's just say, a Ace of Pentacles to do something heinous. Like this person could have been paid to take you somewhere and really try to do you in. Like we start with the Ten of Pentacles, so there could have been a great deal of money involved, and they offered this person a piece of the pie if they were able to get this done. Now somebody afraid and in regret because they might. I feel like they about to get caught for their actions, for the situation they created. Not to mention all this negative energy coming back around. Well, I'm hearing that Beyonce song. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. Yeah, yeah. See? Nine of Wands, Two of Cups, Knight of Wands. They definitely did. They partner up with somebody you might have been entertaining. We'll say that. And look, they've been waiting on this shit to work. I don't know what they did, but you see the devil out here, the magician, right? Three of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Dark Practitioner card. They paid somebody to do this shit, but you pop up like a fucking squirrel. I'm gonna tell you right now, I feel like you inspired this Dark Practitioner who was all part of this little cabal. Everybody in together now. Everybody got their hand in the kitty. Yeah, we seen that. Sure did. Oh yeah. Like you've inspired this person. Like they've seen the they've seen the light. Sun and the Ace of Swords right next to each other. Come on now. Sure enough. I don't think they thought you were gonna have the courage to get up after this betrayal. Like for real, for real. Like this shit was designed to just like be just the absolute most. The Ten of Wands, so like it couldn't get any harder. And I feel like whoever the person is that's directly tied to you, you've put distance between you and those people or that person. It's more than one, because that's 10 Pentacles, man. That's a lot of people. Somebody's going from foe to protector in this circumstance as well. Tell me why she's so scared. Why? Seven of Cups and the Five of Wands, and it came out in the block position because you're not confused or nothing, and you also not retaliating. You're not fighting back. But you're not confused about it. You clear about it on who, the what, the where, all of that shit. Judgment. And I feel like the fact of the matter is that you're not in these people's faces. You're not. You see me now type shit. It's driving them crazy. I mean that. Seven of Cups, Five of Wands. Like, it's driving them crazy. They like, do something, do something, do something. And you like, I don't fuck with you. So regardless of what they was planning, Three of Pentacles just seen justice. That was the best way of dealing with it. Was to be like, no, Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. I don't fuck with you. You like, it's cool. You made your choice. We over here, you over there. Wow. Okay. Like, they tried to cause you problems, but they couldn't. They tried to cause you pain, but they couldn't. They tried to make you worry, stressed out, anxious, nervous, can't eat, can't sleep, all that. But no, no. It changed your whole fucking perspective. I tell you that. Hangman to the Strength card. This betrayal, oh man, it was foundational. The lesson you learned, or the lessons you learned, you cleared, man. Foundational lessons. Like, oh, okay. Why am I here? Rocksteady. Yo, Ace of Swords. I'm telling you, foundational. Like, yo, when you got up from that healing Four of Swords, when you regained, you know what I mean? You got up. Oh, you was like, it's cool. All right, I took a small loss. It's fine. But you kept going. You never went back. The same people who hurt you, now look at them. They on one leg, crippled, like, it's cool. Right. And the fact that they know that you know, that shit's wild to them. And you're not even giving them a chance to make it up to you. You just like, I'm good. You holding back, chariot energy, moving forward. Wow. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. I mean, I just saw the death card. These people could be dead to you. I know they spiritually dead to you. Wow. Okay. And you mean that shit, yo. Somebody like, I trust my intuition above all things. Emperor and the High Priestess. What? This shit's strong. Strong. And look, for some of y'all, you was just waiting on it. You knew they was gonna fucking try it because you knew this person was a sellout. There's somebody like who pretend they, might even pretend they gray or they balanced or some shit. You okay? You know they dark. Mm, mm, mm. Something about insight from my past life. Yep. Nemesis. Okay. Tell me about this Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. Sun card. You saw that shit coming. Yo, you saw the tee hee hee. Ooh, you was like, okay. Expose that shit. Wow. Wow. I feel like the energy don't lie. Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords, energy don't lie. You saw this person, Sun, King of Pentacles, Page of Swords. That's what they wanted you to see. That was the glamour. They wanted you to see, oh, this person was a winner. They were of your caliber, right? You saw the Queen of Wands, Seven of Swords. Energy don't lie. You saw the devil in this person. You saw the wickedness, the demon, whatever you want to call it, the fuckboy energy. You saw it. And you was like, I don't want none. No, for real. You ain't want it. And so they little plan didn't work. Their little plan didn't work. All right. Cool. You too balanced. You too sensible. Again, when you do that Chiron work, when you really go into that Nine of Wands, the wounded healer, and you sit with it, you marinate on it. So I said, as far as I know, I'm a delight. Right? When you really assess what you have been through, right? Baby, you are a delight. Okay. You gotta have faith, faith, faith. You turn so much of it into something beneficial. You face your fears over and over again. That's a hell of an energy. It's a bright spirit that you possess. Mm, mm, mm. And it's funny because I mean it's not funny, but it's like he nah ha ha. Because you know these people are haters to you. You knew that. And so you ever get support from a hater and you know they're a hater and so it make you look at the whole situation suspect like, oh, you support this? Oh, you like this person. Oh, and I can't fuck with you. No, 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 no. Their character is beyond flawed. If they like it, I gotta get out of here. This is dangerous. Like for real, for real, for real, for real. Oh yeah. You ever had one of them where somebody like, wait a minute, you don't support anything. Like you don't like anyone. And this, I gotta get out of here. It's one of them people. All right, Holy Spirit. Let's do last round. Seven of Pentacles. Somebody is really waiting on like the final nail to be placed in somebody's coffin through some like conjuration that they did. Like, I'm not even joking. But this, and I mean, they put in a lot to try to cause you some sort of pain and heartbreak. But look, judgment's here. You just gonna wake up. Like even if they like, let's just say metaphorically, they're capable of like spiritually causing you some harm. You just gonna alchemize and transmute, wake up a brand new being in the morning. Pluto energy. Somebody got some really good Pluto placements. That's what I'm getting also. But I also feel like you about to be vindicated with this Ace of Cups. Again, they're using you as an example. Look, trying to plot on you. They're waiting on some sort of conflict to pop off. Like they're targeting your love life, your partnerships, any opportunities. They're trying to block your intuition, all of that. And they really are expecting this to work. Like literally. Yeah, because look, they want to tie up your abundance, But like I said, the universe is using you as an example of when you are in alignment and in submission and you're doing your best to be obedient type shit and you're co-creating, nothing that they can do could actually interfere with your trajectory. Because they really want to tie up your abundance. Like, I'm not even joking. They think they got the right man for the job too. Because I'm getting this energy. Like, they want to send a lover. And so they got a couple options. They trying to, they really feel like they got the right one. Especially if you are sapiosexual, like, they feel like they got the right intelligent motherfucker that's going to be able to talk you out them drawers so they can tie up your abundance. I'm not even joking. They really think they got the right one. I feel like this person might be coming from across seas. They like, nah, bro, you the specialist. Never trust a big dick in a smile. That boy is poison. Like, yo. Yo. Careful. I'm telling you. Mm, mm, mm. Tell me the tea on this magician. They just know. Look, they like, look, force her, kissing ass, and look, cock blocking. Because they, listen, they know you sitting on it. That shit's so funny. And because of that, your energy, all of it's elevated, right? Look, moving, see love triangle, and see jackpot. This is orchestrated, y'all. There's a mm, mm, mm. There is someone, more than someone, and they are trying to orchestrate. I feel like it's three men in particular. They might even try to like come at you with like different men all at once. Like, you ever notice that? Like, you be cool, and then all of a sudden, everywhere you go, you're like all eyes on you. But it's unnatural. It's weird. It's like overly specific shit. Yeah, when they trying to tie up your womb, incarcerated and child neglect. Because they want to get to you for the money, honey. See, marrying for money. See, jackpot energy. Be mindful. We don't learn these lessons. That's why, again, doing the inner work, healing the inner child is very important. And that way, these types of energies, these types of people, they don't get in anywhere. They can't come in and love bomb you. They can't come in and pick apart, the wounds that are unhealed. They can't, utilize the tragedies of your past, all the betrayals and backstab. That's why it's so important to heal. And that way, when you see one of these charlatan ass con men, confidence men coming towards you, you'd be like, oh no, move along, You know exactly what it is. They want nothing more than bump uglies with a boss bitch. And they will tell you whatever sob story that they need to, right? And you really have elevated, okay? So be mindful. These big egoic types, they're about to start coming at you, right? Unbothered and lonely. See what I mean? Photo proof. This is a temperature check from hell coming. They gonna get some badass karma for it too. With they broke asses, spiritually broke asses. I don't care what's in your bank account. You have no soul. That is actually much more important that that's intact than anything that can come and go. Just saying. Oh yeah. Like, but they definitely got somebody like studying you, trying to figure things out. Like, think you don't know. Just saw low IQ, or think you're too stupid to figure it out. Yes, trying to pick up on family issues and shit like that. Be mindful. Right. Screenshots. They being put up to it. They want to know exactly how to present. And so, you know, the chemistry flows, right? This is, I'm telling you, this is something that has already occurred with the impersonator energy popping up, giving energy, giving money. Same, see. Look, moving in silence, chasing, ghosted. Just keep them out your energy, okay? Creativity munchers. These are energy vampires. Yes, they are. Your hot light on. Ace of Cups. Yeah, see. Clout hungry, giving money. Yes. So pump your own ego up. Make sure you do your affirmations. Tell yourself you sexy, you beautiful, you're confident, you're courageous, whatever it is, you're healthy, you're whole, you're empowered, whatever your affirmation. But you gotta start pumping them up because they're gonna try to come in and try to find a little glitch in your armor. Tell them it don't exist. Okay? Take care of yourself, love yourself, nurture yourself, pour into yourselves. Okay? Because there's temptation on its way. But I feel like we just blew it up. Because, exactly, you're a little too single, self-sufficient, and they like, and you know how quickly life can change by one poor choice. Meaning, like, if you sleep with the wrong person, not only does that you run the risk of impacting your whole life, like for real, but also like don't be fucking broke people. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's real. Because that energy will be passed on to you, and all of a sudden you be like, damn, why my finances like this? Damn, why blah, 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 blah. That's because you didn't actually do your Carfax on that person. They look good on the surface, but they borrow their homie shoes. You know, they grab their dad's sports jacket to be out that night. They in a rental. Like, for real. It's a soul thing. So don't align yourself with broke people for a good time. Okay? Yeah. Like, don't go back to old communities and environments that you've outgrown. I know what the weather's getting warm and it's the summertime and all of that shit, but you better be mindful because being around those people with their worries or fears or stresses, things like that, it can really rub off on you, especially if you're fairly new to the spiritual journey. Yeah, but man, Queen of Wands energy, they about to apply a lot of pressure on you, ma'am. You look like money. Tastes like gold when you speak. Right. Look at it. That's wow. Because exchanging energy with the wrong people, literally, look, just confirming what I'm saying, can really change your circumstances. So don't let nobody run away with your energy. Mm. Yeah. I, mm, do I want to say that? Because it's not my practices, but I'm hearing somebody say it. Not saying I don't incorporate stuff. No, no, no. I gotta meditate on that a little bit more. Yeah, we gotta see exactly. I don't know exactly. Can't be saying like Gotta Carfax that a little bit more. Exactly. Too. They want you to use your spiritual eyes more so than the two. You know what I mean? They don't want you doing and saying things out of boredom. For some of you, this makes me feel like this is someone who may attempt to come back around, hoping that you have changed your mind after a bit of time. This is also someone that will try to flip the script and change the narrative and spin it for their benefit, hoping that you'll accept what it is that they're offering you when they're really not offering you anything but a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, something with meaning. See, this person really is on a mission. It's like I really, again, I was very much getting past energy. Like this is someone that you have some form of history with. I don't necessarily think is good history. Like when you think about this person, you think they a liar, that they a cheat, that they are manipulative, that you know what I mean, that this person has betrayed you in some way. Like you do not have fond memories of this person. As a matter of fact, it was mainly like back and forth type bickering shit. You, this feels like somebody who wanted friends with benefits, but came across like they were offering more. This is somebody who chose to focus on their own wealth. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it was at the expense of another person. Like no emotional consideration for their actions. Now I feel like this person doesn't even have the finances that they I feel like that they traded everything in for to begin with. I feel like somebody ran off with their money. One of these people that they were juggling, and I feel like they don't even know how to bring themselves to tell you that this person ran off with their money. Now it's more so like robbing Peter to pay Paul energy. I feel like this person isn't. They really not trying to tell nobody about this with this two of swords here. They're like, mm. But this is also another reason why somebody is like, yeah, Ace of Swords. They're not trying. Look, Ace of Cups. They're a little standoffish. Yeah, but for this person, it's very much about them dealing with their shadow self. Like they were operating in self-destructive behavior. You know, again, this is friends with benefit, friend sexual, whatever you want to call it. Like this is somebody a polyamorous, whatever. But it's this is a selfish energy, right? Yeah. I feel like the romance scams that they were doing towards other people, being able to be this selfish and oh, I'm gonna focus on work, but I'm gonna do all this. It happened to them. They found themselves in a very toxic, karmic soulmate connection, and it happened to them. And I mean that, like this person has gone through some sort of ordeal. Ten of Wands, Five of Cups, and then Temperance. Like hindsight is 2020. It's taken this person a really long time to recover from this. I feel like there was a lot of confusion for this person. Seven of Cups about their choices, their habits. You know what I mean? But also when it came to you, collective, because now I'm looking at Lovers, Ace of Cups, Tower, Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I do feel like this person was under some sort of, we'll just say, influence of a low vibrational variety, but that's not an excuse. It just is a fact. So, what's going to happen with this person? Because I see all of this, but this makes me feel there's a sense of urgency. This person wants what with the collective? I still see a dirty offer and a creativity monster bag karma. You know what I mean? Karmic friends, right? Always party and bad karma. Yeah, whatever. That's that circle, that polyamory, that bullshit that I'm picking up on. They were warned about it too. That if they kept chasing it, right? Kept running in that direction, they were going to end up with nothing. Bankrupt. I told you that. So now this person is alone, depressed, in their heads, like for real. And look, right now they're just fake flexing because they really are broke. Okay. And again, they're really not trying to tell nobody how bad things are. And so they're trying to attach themselves once again, right? And I'm telling you, if you reconnect with this person, you too will be in that same energy of being bankrupt and waiting. And so the best thing you can do is, you know, be unfazed and let them deal with this karmic that they got themselves involved with. I'm not even joking. This person could be going through bankruptcy procedures, quite literally. Yeah. But see, they wanted to be with the one that everybody wanted, right? And so they hooked up with somebody who looked good on the surface, right? But I feel like this person, they worship false gods. It's just the way a spiritual hater and idol is. And they hooked up with this person. Mm, mm, mm. Look, stalker, karmic friends. See what I mean? Thank God you got out of there. Yeah, somebody's definitely hiding their circumstances. And I mean that big time. Like, I don't care. I know that's right. It's just karma. Because creativity muncher, dirty offer, travel thief, happiness hater, obsessive lover, blocked and incarcerated. Exactly. It's just turnabout's fair play. This is very much universal eye for an eye energy. And so, hey, they were warned to stop hustling people and, you know, lying and I really don't want to call signs, but I'll give you the majors. We got Devil, which is Capricorn, and Temperance, which is Sag. Definitely cuspy energy. That could be Sun, Moon, or it could. Oh, and excuse me, the Sun is out here, so Leo. So Sage, Leo, Capricorn. You don't think about this person at all no more, because the reflecting card came out in reverse. But I feel like they're just getting back what it is that they have been dishing out to the universe and to people. You know, this person could have inner child wounds. Like they could have been abandoned or neglected by their like. It's like a scale, right? A range at this point. Oh, but I really feel like this person needs to do, you know, some healing. Hey, bud. Yeah, they're haunted by things that happened to them in their childhood. Just confirming. I was picking that up, but I don't like the reach. Yeah, I mean they're trapped by it too. Okay. You know, they could have had a parent that was in and out of prison. Like I'm getting very strong toxic masculine energy, like abusive father figure. They could have learned these sorts of behavior from this sort of toxic father figure. I feel like you were the only one who ever was like, yeah, no, this is unacceptable. I feel like whoever this person is, like they rely a lot on outside validation with fishing for comments. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Hence that love triangle, thruple, polyamorous energy. I see it. Like it is what it is. Like when you're always seeking outside validation because you were neglected or traumatized or abused or whatever it was, and I'm not making light of it. Trust me, I could write a, mm, mm, but we're healed now, so we don't have to linger. But that's not me shortening somebody else's process. It's just a full acknowledgement that these things have to be addressed, so you can have healthy relationships that are beneficial to you in a healthy life. Somebody like they use love as a hustle. I feel like that's part of what they these are the side effects of their upbringing. And I do feel like this person is incredibly lonely. I really do. I feel like they're depressed, like big time. And there's some child services issues. Yeah, man. There's some bad karma associated with their upbringing, with their family issues and generational curses and that sort of thing. Yeah, big time. I feel like for a long time, this person did not want to take any level of accountability. Hence why reflecting is also out here in the block position. Like they didn't want to go lay on somebody's couch and do the deep dives, or even spend time ruminating in their own introspection about the things that have gone on, even if it is just a quiet acknowledgement of, you know what, that was not right, that's fucked up, da 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 da. It does, it feels like it feels like a man. It does, somebody who does not want to tap into their own emotions, and it's not helping them. It's beyond. It's just beyond to carry this around, right? Look, once you back head in the clouds, family issues. Cloud, see what I mean? Like, mm-mm. Like, they're afraid to open that can of worms, mentally speaking, because they know a lot's gonna come tumbling out. But it's really for their benefit. Yeah, and every time these emotions come up, look, they try to dust it off. They don't want. They're not interested. They're like, no, 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 no. They rather go out and be a dog and behave in such a way and literally impersonate the same energy and duplicate the same energy, the same generational curse, the same patterns, instead of digging deeper inside scoop. So this person is running in the direction of their ego instead of healing. But it's okay. The universe is really going to force it. See, like the mind can only run for so long. Like, they're going to force this person to go within, to pull down the fake ass smile. They're not going to be able to, like, move on, thank you, whatever. They're not. Broke ass grudge holder. They've been running too long from this. And not to mention, they have debt. They have karmic debt. Okay. Definite karmic debt to deal with from this. This is somebody who maybe at the end of some therapy will say, I wasn't taught to be XYZ very well. And that's okay. It's a simple acknowledgement, but they are going to heal. Star card. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope that helped you. We'll do this again another day. Enjoy your weekend if I don't tap back in. And please be safe, because there's going to be a lot of activity. I'm sure you've heard about Iran and Israel. I'm sure you've heard about No Kings, the parade, the military turning, or the army turning 250, hoorah. Yeah. Do your best to block out the noise. Seriously. Chase what you love. A lot of things that are happening are just karma and people's egos getting checked back into a healthy place. Okay. All right. We'll do it again soon. Bye. All right.